or shall say Africa na dey free.
Yeah, unse Tony yedi kan abobo so with regards to Nigeria for players now or more entry now. I think it's a huge disappointment from the playing body and of course the technical team no. Yes, in as much as ebinumu ewo sa dwene se omo deserve omo akatua. Omo abo matches ama country na minor from 2019 up till date. Na se o ye adwuma na akatua ne ma honestly e ma o question niema be am pay for you know. But I think say Tony, we no SSO mo had a critical stage now moon because the Super Eagles missed out on the last World Cup in Qatar 2022 owing to the playoffs against the Black Stars of Ghana. They played in this recent World Cup qualifiers all the group games, you know. They couldn't make it within those top teams now. Yeah, enemies will be able to book tickets with automatic qualification. You mentioned one opportunity to get a qualification to the 2026 World Cup owing to the playoffs and not through the playoffs. So I think that Tony Nenka also bury all those differences now. Or must casenede and cotton chain. Now mum share mubek games in a way. What make qualifier? Then you meet Omo the big men or Omo at the helms of affairs. Say mun determine how are you going to judge between more and paying for no one who said the bonus is from that time no up till now. But that is the story how it unfolded, and for me I think it was a bit disappointing from the country.
We say nepa ho adaben. Omo anye ni say adaben biem no menya opportunity no.
Like me tiomo a omo was adwene na se. Me tiomo say. But me the critical stage now mono. And obianim what it takes to be at the World Cup, especially as a footballer. And there are players who wish say omobeba World Cup. Media say there are a lot of retired players Tony, I think say omo World Cup ni bia nkon one of our biggest regrets e bi ti say bia Jojo Pomani we are. E bi ti say abedi pele no money Tony Aboa. Omo nsi aka World Cup da. So you can imagine with huge talents that they were having back in the days, you know. Now the world stage, you know, obie omo. No more step on the pitch. Omone Abrofui and these top players and these top national teams, you know, at the face war. Major say one of our biggest regrets. And within the current squad now, only 3 of them have played at the World Cup. Tony William Trustekon, the captain, Winfred Onyenyin Didi, and Alex Iwobi. The rest of the team, none of them have ever stepped his foot on the pitch as a player at a World Cup tournament since Russia 2018. Tony, almost 8 years in. So I think they should have put all those things behind. Now concentration in day. I geared towards that game. No, ye boy no where. Afe mo ba bedwene ho ehu how we are going to judge with him paying for na mo the bonus structure no aba betuja. Tony, Angola ebe celebrate omo 50th anniversary. Omo nyamo independence 1975. So 50 years now. Ebe ka say golden jubilee no. Na omanya at least what pass it through a lot. The wars are aba kromo obekai the UNITA being led by Jonas Savimbi and the MPLA led by former president the late Dos Santos. Ntokwaesi, one of the richest countries on the continent, especially oil production. Angola is one of the richest countries in the world. Oil production more. Ntokwaesi and all these things they've moved on. And stability abakrum ama and one of the countries even Rwanda when you go there a lot of people went to Angola 2010 when they hosted an AFCON. They saw how said the Moiden SCIA or Mino. Now a drew time omobedi 50th anniversary. Now as part of the event amode mark the anniversary an invitation to Argentina. Say omoni omobo. So imagine Tony Unya Angola players, na omoni the likes of Lautaro Martinez, the likes of Julian Alvarez, Alexis McAllister, and all those Nahuel Molina. These are big players. Angola players, even though the Brena Bobo Abrutre, Ubeka the likes of Clinton Matamor or the likes of Olympic Lyon, Luvumbu, but some of Omofe share in terms of players, it's here kind of Africa. And I think it's a huge one. They paid the Argentine FA $12 million, Tony, to organize this thing. and I think say a very very good thing Angola for no etimi ayese omo de Argentina eba as part of events marking the 50th anniversary or golden jubilee of Omaino to play that game no na
didn't no man play any African opponent sir Africa here no more sir no man from Unia no more that
one was also possible but I think they wanted a feast. Say I didn't be a huge one.
Say we are self so
imagine say bia you say oh yeah international window yeah games ebinum be World Cup playoffs ebinum be World Cup qualifiers they can international friendly now cutting you see Angola ebo na Angola no oni hwan na ebo you see Argentina
on world champions Copa American champions na ebo
and you say ebo game no e won krom so animonyam share. And especially the citizens of the country know we be one out of a lot obi wa incidents be say here ensi on abrabo mu da. So imagine getting the opportunity to watch the likes of Lionel Messi say the medical kano say onya Alejandro Garnacho mo Franco Mastantuono mo all these Argentine players na de bia o show mo TV so na o ti o mu na o he o mo TV so e wo mo league games amobo na for the first time o mo e wo mu a omo ne obo and I think say animunyam shepa omode amomo omode celebrate the 50th anniversary no and no under 17 World Cup no say group stages na wi and we saw Burkina beating Tajikistan by 2-0 so aboa ama Burkina Faso so a qualify and interestingly under 17 World Cup no Africa the 10 countries in a coin na 10 countries no ye ball group stage no wie ba konkwa na ntimi an qualify
9 other countries are qualified only one
Ivory Coast konkwa na ntimi an qualify omonkwa because the likes of Uganda, South Africa, Burkina, Tunisia, Egypt, Morocco Pia qualify Senegal and interestingly Tony omo the fixes into some of those two countries that pitch against each other because for example ube Senegal, Uganda or Mushia say Bako cancel Bako. So surely you see one African country making it into the quarterfinal or that score no. And apart from Zambia also any Mali so Asia. So it's likely say Egypt more any Morocco more so timi bomb more there. Probably we can get at least 4 or 3 of the African countries making it into the quarterfinal, into the round of a round of 32. So when they get to the next stage, now say at least 4 or 5 countries or round of 16. Now probably 3 or quarterfinal. Then it's possible to say you can have 1 or 2 teams making it into the final. Obviously, Yehu Japan 93 when the Black Starlets of Ghana any omo opponent from Nigeria omo counterpart omo so Asia Japan that was world under 17 championship course so yenya African countries omo mienu Asia da so based on these numbers depending on the modern war those various countries ebe danedi this under 17 championship na course no Tony it's also possible say ebia yebetimi enya 2 African countries pitching against each other were the finals of the under 17 World Cup. No, but I think say a Bia be impressed. Bia Obeti story will Bia be impressed.
And when I'm here Uganda and France.
Very very tough one.
And I heard how Uganda from Dazzle.
Yes. Now the Ugandans are taking under 17 very serious. Guys to Ghana said the team no Black Stars at a point akoye yenya strong under 17 under 20 or more graduate here no more babeboa a typical example the Argentina 2001 under 20 no Tony after 99 New Zealand under 17 omo core of them and they take here to the first World Cup core of them Michael Essien Sule Muntari mo and John Mensah omo core under 20 they came and took our Black Stars and made it for the first time ever World Cup. Yes, how another example, Dede Ayew Monso squad no in 2009 Egypt. After 2007 under 17 South Korea. Ransford Ceremony Sadiq Adams mo Ismail Lamtemo omo nyina no mo ka ho. But later on they graduated, they reached under 20 level, made Ghana the only African country to win under 20 World Cup before say Morocco so baby. And almost omo be boy ema ye call Angola 2010 South Africa reached the final 2010 southern part of Africa. You call AFCON final and it's a call South Africa World Cup and so Tony you call reach quarter final. So yana under tournament like this, you know, what the any award Tony. Ebua papa. Tony say okay Christopher Katungu.
Oh me kind of Chris Katungu. Military man. Soldier man. Warrant officer class 1.
Warrant officer 1. W1. Tony, and on a calf online interview no. And more interview no about AFCON Basso 2025. We say next month ya AFCON Ebeshasi Morocco. And I say African Cup no and not just only about football. Now it's about pride, it's about history, and every AFCON has its own dynamics. Now Tony, last AFCON every AFCON has its own dynamics, and this was 2012 when he led the Zambian team, the Chipolo Polo, to defeat the Les Éléphants de la Côte d'Ivoire. Gabon, Guinea Equatorial. Gave me goalless draw, penalties, and Zambia. Kennedy Muwini mu ene meka sunzu mu ene katongo mu etimi boa ema mo weni. So ye ka omo experience with regards to winning the AFCON no da ono so ye obi a ono so betimi ade a share ni ideas and the thoughts ewo ade a wa famu ewo the AFCON no. And I say AFCON no, every AFCON has its own dynamics. Na Tony eni krepa share the last AFCON ye boy Côte d'Ivoire Nigeria na ebe won say Côte d'Ivoire group no mo share two group no 3 match mo share 2 goals pe
edun me no so me free no e bu fo sign near our stadium o
say group no
say so mo coach
that's it
players ni ji omo de e near man course wo ho na nye easy cry
no mo share Guinea Bissau 2-0 omo ne Nigeria shomo e no mo ko share Equatorial Guinea mo share omo 4 so ebedu me bi na ni da so asa eno no aka no omo senyoma no omo papai cars glasses nyina but Morocco ko share Zambia no eno de omo back competition no Tony at the end of the day we competition no they emerged as champions. So if one told you say a group during the groups no Côte d'Ivoire betimi aba be rise no aba be AFCON na obia be die chine obia be ka say asem die intimacy but esiye. So this explains to you to say Asema Christopher Katungu can say every AFCON has its own dynamics. Now yebenya kwan ehu 2025 edition. So unfortunate say Tony Yenkahu, the Black Stars of Ghana will not be seen at the 2025 AFCON. And a bit disappointing, but we wish the rest of the 24 countries know where Wabra or more abo AFCON 2025. Tony Mame